All right, Samuel, you win. Here we go with Catfish, Zebra, and a little bit of a disclaimer to begin with, to be honest. This is such a bad combo that it was very, very difficult to get any decent kind of footage using it. So temper your expectations a little bit. I will show some extra runs at the end. So hopefully you'll still feel like you got value for money. So nice to see that person going for a whole load of stoats, and we get the tie. And I was trying to use some pets in here that I didn't normally use, so we're going with a cassowary. I really felt like I needed to have a big scaled unit in the team already before I get the catfish and the zebra. And I didn't really want to do stat transfer, so I decided to go with cassowary. Because we're going to end up with catfish and zebra, we have limited space on the roster. So I felt like I needed one big unit for stats, and then some kind of really strong ability to try and carry the terrible scaling combo that we'll end up with. And here we end up winning as a result of spending the lizard trigger with the lynx, I think. In many runs I was also trying to use goldfish to build up a stock of gold, so that when I got to turn 7 or 9, I had more chance of immediately setting up the catfish or zebra to be level 2. Because at level 1 it's just, I mean, it's awful at any level, but at level 1 it's just absolutely terrible. So I gave up on the goldfish here in order to get the level 2 cassowary earlier. And thankfully, well, I guess this is turn 8, so the Doberman team's pretty unlikely to have a full team of 5s and 6s to go along with it. I tried to avoid too much scaling before getting to the catfish and zebra as well, other than the cassowary. There were some runs where I just got really good luck with things like blue ringed octopus, and the catfish and zebra would be brought in at the end and be completely pointless almost. Having said that, we are going to take the stingray. I think I end up moving the cassowary to the front here to take the buff from the stingray. I can't remember. Chocolate cake parrot for the chicken. I like that. And although it is level 2 shark already, we are going to beat that team. Level 2 stingray is a possibility as well. I guess I was probably, in some runs, I was trying to set up the level 2 stingray so that when I got the zebra or the catfish, I could immediately put it to the front and have it take the buffs, because the base stats on both of them are horrible. Obviously, zebra is not designed to be kept. So, I mean, no one ever really complains about it having terrible base stats. But we also, I should mention this was recorded before the update. So we are freezing Chameleon Pill there because, it's incredible. And we lose here to level 3 Koala, which is pretty funny. I faced that team a lot, so I wasn't too bothered about losing to them. And we'll take the level 2 Flashlight, and I get double Oyster. So Pug, I think, is going to go now, even though it means we lose out on the strawberry from the cassowary now. And I think I'll pill Chameleon. So all that stuff I said about not scaling turns out to be false in this particular game. And what am I going to take for the turn? Probably Sabertooth. But cassowary stops scaling. We don't have any melon or equipment. 1-up slug. Don't see that all that often, especially without any vulture or turkey or German shepherd or anything in the back. And we win. But we're on 7 trophies, and I don't have catfish and I don't have zebra either. We will keep the stingray frozen, and we do luckily roll into catfish, so I'm going to throw it up front and give it the plus 12/12 from the flashlight. And we're going to try and level it up as quickly as possible so that when we do find the zebra, it's actually going to provide some kind of meaningful scaling. Obviously, if you think about this, the level 2 flashlight here is going to give plus 12/12. So at level 1, that's 6 turns of catfish zebra scaling. And you have to pay 1 gold every time that happens as well. So there's the zebra, luckily in one of the empty slots. The catfish gets up to 1616. Hoopo has to go to make space because I really want to keep the stingray on board so that I can use the high level sock to try and force the win. And we luckily get double melon as well. Cassowary buzzer again. I really wish you could turn that off because, you know, I deliberately chose to give up on the cassowary scaling. I don't need to be alerted every time. And we lose here because of jelly musk. Thankfully, since the update, you're not facing jellyfish in every opposing team, which is a big relief. Now, there is also waffle in the pack. I rolled past 2 of them there. Waffle is not worth it until the zebra is level 2. So hopefully we'll get that soon. Level 3 skunk. Although luckily the lynx hangs on there. We still lose though. And there's the level 2 zebra. So yeah, you can see spending 1 gold for a pair. I mean, that's okay earlier in the game, but on turn 15 it's kind of a waste of gold, to be honest. And then I end up just buying the mushroom on the stingray at the back. And no equipment on the... Okay, they do have 1 melon, but thankfully the lynx removes it and actually trades 3 for 1, which is very fortunate. I think if we don't remove that melon, that might have been a loss. We do get the plus 4/4 from the zebra catfish. And here I actually just spend the chocolate on the stingray and then combine the cassowaries in case I tie, because leveling up the stingray powers up the lynx. And it's my old buddy Matt, or Matty, who has the level 3 stork in the back again. And the nurse shark is going to fire twice. And yeah, but having sniped the stork, even though they got level 3 shark, we end up winning by virtue of the mushroom. So there is a catfish zebra win. I mean, to be honest, the catfish and zebra did next to nothing. They were just passengers. But here's another one. So I level up the zebra and get the catfish straight away. So this was really what I was hoping for, to have a level 2 zebra before I even get the catfish. Strange team here where they've got the... I mean, I guess they're putting Rooster at the front to buff it with the monkey. But the tiger behind it doesn't really do anything. And now we're going to bring in Sabertooth. I suppose something I could have done in this pack, and I never really bothered with it at the time. I felt like I desperately needed the protective equipment, but I could have put Donut in. So, you know, if I put Donut on Sabertooth here, we could be guaranteeing all the zebra buffs going to it. I just feel like Donut's just not that great. But luckily here we face this level 2 flying fish team and end up winning by 1 HP. So we're going to upgrade to Lemon on the very low statted Sabertooth, which hopefully just means it doesn't get sniped straight away. And then level 2 the Catfish. I think if I level up the Sabertooth, the Pug is going to kind of be useless now. And yeah, the most games are ending like this. Lionfish, tiger, clownfish, monkey, T-Rex. Everything in that team... Well, okay, that's not quite true. I was going to say everything's been nerfed, but monkey and tiger haven't been. And we'll freeze popcorn. We're basically just putting a whole lot into the cassowary and hoping that the big stats are good enough to carry. And it looks like, although the pug does get killed by the octopus there, Sabertooth is just so good summoning that 12-12 unit. And there's another win. So again, that was one where I got the Catfish Zebra late and the scaling that they provided did very, very little. But here's another one where we're on turn 11, we're only on 4 trophies, and I get the Catfish and Zebra in. So if we're going to win in this game, we know that the Catfish and Zebra are actually going to have provided some kind of meaningful level of scaling. And I think this is the same person from earlier with the lizard plus cricket. And yeah, that's lizard cricket is not going to do a whole lot for you on turn 11. So level 2 on the catfish. And we're just looking for levels. I am willing to spend the chocolate on the zebra, which is a kind of an unusual scenario. T-Rex, monkey, leopard, but the leopard hasn't really scaled up yet, and the skewer is not going to matter. So yeah, we get the plus 2/2, the 2 free, 2 1 gold pairs, and we'll take the sock. It's strange how zebra is this unit that is like an almost always buy, because the efficiency of getting plus 4/4 for 2 gold in the shop is so good, and when you put it into your team, suddenly the efficiency is halved, and it doesn't seem so great anymore. Okay, so the zebra hit the cassowary twice there, which was kind of unfortunate. That's obviously another reason why it would have made sense to put donut in. And I think here I refreshed the sock to level 3, just to try and force a win. And I think we are going to win here. Okay, it's going to be a tie. That was kind of unfortunate. If we'd had a melon or something on the stingray at the back, I think we would have won there. And obviously another issue with this kind of situation is that the zebra can never buff itself. So it's always going to be that almost useless unit. And I think I probably in a lot of games put popcorn on it, just to try and hope to get some kind of useful unit out of it. This is kind of funny with the level 3 armadillo. I mean, they have the grotesque meta team, but level 3 armadillo gives me enough health, so I survive the lionfish and end up winning. And luckily we gave both buffs to the stingray there, and I think here I'm probably just going to settle for level 3 bat. I think maybe I was rolling for popcorn there, but we do have all the catfish frozen, but it's just not going to matter, because we get served up the exact same opponent, and 1 extra turn of level 2 monkey plus T-Rex scaling is going to make all the difference. So that was the run, I think, that went the longest, that had the most catfish plus zebra buffs in it, but just couldn't compete with the teams that actually had sensible scaling.